If you're new in the ESL industry, have you ever wondered what the differences are between online and offline ESL teaching? Welcome back to my channel, the #1 channel for ESL teachers and aspiring ESL teachers. If you've been here since I started this channel, thank you for staying with me. If you are new here, my name is Miggy. My students call me teacher, but I prefer to be called tutor. Let's get straight to the topic for today, because I don't want to bore you and waste your time with my intro, and I'm just so excited to introduce my guest. We are so fortunate today because we will be learning the differences between online and offline teaching from well-experienced and extremely competent ESL teachers that I know. Makinig po talaga tayo kasi malawak na experience ng mga ESL teachers na to. So, marami po talaga tayong matututunan sa kanila.
Hi! I'm Mela and I'm an English teacher, and you might be wondering why I'm doing this. Well, basically because I have experience teaching English in an online setup and a face-to-face setup. So I was asked to do this because you guys are wondering about the differences between the two things. So let me differentiate it out for you. So first of all, when you do online teaching, it's quite computer mediated. Well, it's not quite computer mediated, it is computer mediated. So your medium, the computer, is something that you utilize for your teaching. So you use it for searching for pictures and sending websites, links to things that you want to explain to your students. So for example, if you want to talk about some kind of culture that the student hasn't experienced yet, you can just search YouTube and link it to the student. So basically, it's something very convenient for people who live in far distances and those who are really busy and cannot go to an actual school. Now, in a face-to-face setup, what you do is you actually talk to someone. So you have to use actual materials, physical materials such as books, like notebooks, pens, pencils, realia, things that you can use to describe things that you're teaching. So for example, if you're teaching like nouns, then you can use different objects around you to describe nouns. So for example, a camera is a noun. So when you use the word camera in a sentence, you should always put it as your subject or your object, something like that. So it's quite easier to teach in a face-to-face setup because you're able to see not only the things that you're trying to teach, but at the same time your students' reaction to what you're teaching. So yep, basically those are the two differences between teaching online and teaching face-to-face.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'll be telling you the differences between online and offline teaching. First, let's talk about the learning environment. For online teaching, obviously, it is required to have a computer, a great headset, and a high-definition camera where we can only stay in a corner of a room, regardless if it's an office space or a home base, provided that the background is clean, white background as much as possible. Whereas in a physical classroom, teachers are free to move the learners around and laying out the class in a way that will make the activities run smoothly. Secondly is technical knowledge. For offline teachers, they don't need to be techie or computer savvy, which is the opposite of online, that one must know troubleshooting, as well as how to navigate the teaching platforms, which is very important, such as Skype, WeChat, and Zoom, mainly for Chinese students, or Kakao Talk for Koreans, and any other personalized teaching platforms of the Learning Institute. If you don't want to have a trouble in terms of technical issues, then go for offline teaching, because internet connection and power interruption are the main enemies of online teachers, so one must be prepared for it. While for offline teachers, they don't need to worry about these. Lastly is the convenience and comfort that these two offer. Personally, teaching online is easier, for it's actually easier to have an access for everything that we need, whereas classroom setup teaching requires more effort, that they need to prepare a lot of props and some paperworks. Well, we still do it online, but it's a rare case. Moreover, it's more comfortable to stay in one corner teaching your student wearing the casual clothes more than dressing up going to school to look presentable. Anyway, online and offline teaching both require great knowledge, particularly with grammar and vocabulary, as well as massive patience to survive in this industry. So it's up to you to decide which one is better and suitable for you.
Indeed, teaching ESL in an online or offline setting has its positive benefits and unique challenges. I have been an ESL teacher myself in a man-to-man classroom setup for over 4 years, and then last year, I made a leap into online ESL education. Most of my students were Japanese, Koreans, and Chinese in all ages and from all walks of life. May bata, may matanda, may ngipin o wala. Kidding aside, may CEO or president ng company, may regular employees. I think salaryman yung tawag nila sa sarili nila. May bagong graduate na gustong magtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Meron namang nag-aaral lang ng English kasi gusto lang nilang mag-travel. Meron din namang na-force lang ng magulang. They may have different reasons for learning the English language, and as their teachers or tutors, our role is to guide and help them improve their English skills. You might be thinking right now, Miggy, wala pa nga akong trabaho ni hindi ko nga alam kung paano magsisimulang makapasok sa ESL companies. Paano ko naman matutulungan yung mga estudyante na yan? Well then, hit that notification bell because in the next video, we're gonna talk all about that. I'll be sharing some ways on how to teach ESL online, so stay tuned for that. I'll appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.